Bit of a sad update for the SuperBusa. SuperBusa died on me at SantaPod the last time out. It was a day of total disasters.
Like MotoGP speed. Doing a wheelie at 140 mile an hour. First, second, third, fourth. That is so fast, isn't it?
This bike has been bulletproof since we built it. We've torn into it day in, day out and done so much work with it, and it's never played up. Then out of the blue, where I am at SantaPod for one of the last meetings of the year, hopefully to get this 7-second run, and she wouldn't shift gear. So, played around with it. The electric quick shifter had moved from a big wheelie that I did. So, it stopped me changing gear. So I addressed that. I got the quick shifter in the right place again, and went out again and just had so much traction. I cocked a biggest wheelie, almost vertical, and obviously I aborted the run. Didn't come off. Glad to get to the other end of the track. Came back. Thought I'd dial back the throttle angle so that we got less power off the line, and got off the line, and then it promptly went back in the air, did the biggest bunny hop of the year, I should think, and aborted that run. And then went out again, dialing the throttle back some more, and quick shifter was just playing up, just wouldn't change gear properly, really peeing me off. Anyway, went back to the pits, and it looks like I've got a broken wire somewhere in the shifter, because you rattle the wire around and the shifter goes mental. Bear in mind it's an electric shifter, not an air shifter. So moving the electrical wires around, the shifter was jumping up and down, and then it stopped working altogether. So I thought, well, I'm here for the day. I'm going to have some fun. So I disconnected the quick shifter, removed it from the bike, and decided I'd do foot changes. Went out again and did an 8.5 at 174 mile an hour, but it was way off the pace. And every gear change, it did a double kill. So looking at the data logging is exactly what was happening. So it's like Suzuki's shifter, Suzuki's kill rod, the sensor on the gear lever itself, that was also playing up. So that screwed me over some more. But anyway, I went out again and missed a few shifts, bounced off the rev limiter a few times, came back to the pits, and the motor was running on 3, and I thought, I've just melted a piston or something. So called it a day and went home with my tail between my legs. And we've just got back into it. So we pulled the motor down, and what had happened, we hadn't done any serious damage. Luckily, through me realising it was pointless going on, which wasn't a big thing to think about if it was running on 3 cylinders after all, checking it out, and we'd pop some 3 collets out of 3 exhaust valves, and so the exhaust valves, the shims have moved out, obviously bouncing off the rev limiter. Me running, would you believe I'm still running stock Gen 3 valve springs, and Gen 3 valve springs are about 20% stronger than Gen 2 springs. So they are substantially stronger. So I pushed my luck with it, see how far she'd go. And I've been running to 11.7 the last 4 meetings and no issues. But hitting the rev limiter, bounced the valves, dropped the shims out of the exhaust valves, and we were about to drop 3 exhaust valves. But we didn't. We saved it because we stopped running. And we've just rebuilt it, and for safety, we've put 3 new valves in, new top retainers, and put it back together nicely. Rechecked the shims. The shims haven't moved at all. It's quite amazing considering how much of a hammering this is getting. Standard titanium valves, not stainless valves. Standard springs, not race springs, running to 11.7. It just shows how good this Gen 3 top end is. And see, these are the exhaust valves. You can see the witness marks on this one, particularly where it been hitting the piston. But it had not been hitting it hard enough even to bend it. But considering there might be some fatigue in there, it was only safe to change the valves. So we've changed those 3 valves, put the baby back together. There's a meeting tomorrow, but the weather forecast is absolute shite. And obviously, I've been too busy to finish the job, so I'm not going out this weekend. One more race meeting for the year. Next Saturday, or is it next Sunday, is the last meeting of the year. If the weather's there, we'll go out again. If not, we're going to do some changes over the winter and come out strong early part of next year and see if we can still get this dreaded 7-second run. Wish us luck.